Welcome back. Eternal Dragon here, friends, with our very first Wayfinder build. But before we get to that, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me you love the Wayfinder content. We'll keep cranking this stuff out. I have been loving this game. So, yes, we are doing our first build for Wayfinder. We got it ready. It's a fantastic venomous build focused on the Tempest shotgun. Check this thing out. It is a killer.
You made a mistake, underestimating what you've taken on. I'm out of the cage, 'cause you opened the door. You're as innocent as gone. 'Cause if you're falling for me, just be one. 'Cause I don't think you're ready for it. I'm not the one to mess around. No, I don't think you're ready for it. Too many people done wrong. 'Cause I don't think you're ready for it. You best believe that time's up. I'm a murderer. You made a mistake, underestimating what we would become. And now an escape is impossible. You're as innocent as gone. 'Cause if you're falling for me, just be one. If you're falling for me, I'm not the one to mess up. The one to mess up. Too many people done wrong. And you best believe that time's up. I'm a murderer. I'm a
Okay, so let's take a look at the build here. You see right now we've got a power rating of 2,360. You can push it just a little bit further than that, but I've got our balance really nice. Max health of over 1,900, allowing us to take hits from even the strongest bosses without getting one hit. Very, very nice. Now we do have a lower resilience here, you see, and that will result in our guard being broken more often when we get hit. But that's okay. We dodge around, we don't get hit, and it's not a problem. Now, for our weapon, we have 5,807, and our ability at 4,093. Now, these two numbers are really important for the build. We're doing tons of our damage right here. Crit rating of 3,537, and our crit power, again, very important, being 5,712, really cranking up the amount of crit power that we can do. We've let our break damage go way down. We don't need to be breaking people. This is not what we're doing with the build. And our defense, our physical hits 3,590 defense and magic defense 1490. So a little bit lower in the magic defense, still enough to easily take at least one hit from anything, not a problem, and lots of physical defense actually, so we can get booped around a few times physically, especially if we're up close using the shotgun. So this is a brand new way to go through builds for me. So we're just going to be going through it, I think, the smartest way possible to start, and then we'll see if everybody likes it. So from here, we are going to take a look at our gear stats. So of course we have maxed out the Tempest, 10 out of 10 all the way across the bottom, and we'll show you that in a little bit. And this is what our overall number here, our power rating, is coming from. And these numbers here are in fact adjusted by the echoes that we have equipped. So you see right here, these are all going over into this spot here. So now we will go back and take a look at how we are generating those in a second, but I'll show you that we are wearing the Ring of Unpredictability, a Mystic's Focus, and a Golden Cloak. These are all very high-level accessories, and they have tons and tons of room in them for echoes, and that is in fact why we have chosen them. As you can see, there's an echo slot spot. Like this one has 108 power capacity, but this one only has 20. So all of ours are very high. They're between 112 and 120 power capacity. And for our potions, we've taken the Grand Arcanic Elixir and the Unstable Ancients Tier. The Unstable Ancients Tier, it will be adding... It's kind of hard to show this, so we actually have to unequip it and then re-equip it to actually show that one to you right now, early access. But there you go. Your abilities do an additional hit equal to 15% of your magic damage for 90 seconds. So that's why we're using that one. And Grand Arcanic here, we'll swap it out and then put it back so that we can actually see it. Increases your weapon power by 35% up to a max of 540. So with these two, you can really crank up your damage even further. Great potions to be using. Now over here into our echoes. First of all, on our character, you'll see we're actually at 309 out of 300. That's because we actually leveled up one of these talons after we had equipped it, just taking us a little bit over what we should be able to have. So 1 Talon Echo, 2 Talon Echoes. Up here we've got a Frostbeak for that max health and physical defense. Old Urtos Echo, pumping up the weapon power. And down here we've got the Knight's Maw, and this is what's triggering that awesome worm to pop up out of the ground for us and do a ton of damage. And what's great is the worm can actually also poison and add venom for us as well. And so that's just fantastic that you can do another long range hit as well as your gun action right here with the Knight's Maw. And then of course the 2 Talons with ability power and crit power boost. And we've leveled up all of these as far as we can go with Echo Fusion. Over on our Tempest shotgun, we've got a Shrike Skirmisher here for extra weapon power and crit power. And the same here again. Over here, Ickerling, pushing that weapon power even further. Then down here, Firebrand for ability power and some magic defense. Now, over on our ring, I wish I had a better one, but we've got just a white Riven Maw right now. Even more weapon power there. Hobgoblin with max life and weapon power, and over here a Bloodletter Echo taking our break power and our weapon power up, really focusing on that weapon power, I'm sure you can tell. Talon Echo here again with the ability crit power. Then over here a Highland Bear Echo with weapon power, crit power, and a Hobgoblin again with max health and weapon power, and that's how we're getting our life up that far. Trust, you want the extra life in this game. You do want to be able to take those hits. Now, over here into our abilities, I've spent 3 points in Vampiric Blast. That way we get all 3 tiers of it. We increase our healing by 15%. We convert a cloud, causing the cloud to erupt, dealing direct damage before disappearing, and players are healed over time based on the number of clouds converted. Now, that helps everybody in the party and yourself. Our ultimate, we put 1 point into it here to increase the damage by 10%, and again 3 points down here into Venom Thrusters, so that when we dash in any direction, well, using this ability anyway, we leave a trail of poison clouds behind us. Poison clouds dealing damage and applying stacks of venom for us. Level 1 additional cloud. Level 2, damage taken reduced by 50%, and level 3, we're slowing down enemies by 30% for 6 seconds. Really helpful for those big enemies that are trying to chase you because we are a ranged build and we want to kind of stay as far away as possible. Now down here, Master of Venoms is the character passive. Weapon hits apply venom, dealing damage over time and stacking up to 5 times. A weapon hits against enemies with 5 stacks of venom, creating a poison cloud that deals damage and applies the stacks of venom. And a poison cloud can only be created by this effect once every 5 seconds. And you'll see this happening all the time, especially with the Tempest shotgun. We're firing multiple pellets, which means that we can apply multiple stacks of venom at the same time. Over here, expose weakness. On critical hit, we are exposing the enemy for up to 6 seconds, marking it for teammates. While exposed, enemies take the additional 10% damage from all sources, and we of course have dash as well. These are inbuilt to the character, by the way, these ones here. As well as this, all your passive stuff. So, and then our dodge, survivalist dashes, they have increased range and benefit from a reduced stamina cost, letting us dash more often with this character. And our marksman class, shotgun. Shotguns have infinite ammo, etc., etc. It's a lot to read there, but you can see. Shotgun is a ton of fun. Active reload bonus, 2 times firing speed boost. And over here, Eagle Eye, that's marking the enemy. And when you shoot your Eagle Eye marks, that's how you put points into Bullet Storm. And that's how you saw me doing the maximum amount of damage with this build, where we just go boom, 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 and we completely wreck a boss. We just melt him. That's right here, using Bullet Storm when we have 3 charges, all charged up into the Bullet Storm ability. Consume all those locked and load charges, firing 2 rapid blasts per charge. Huge damage here. Now, in our affinities, we've gone Instinct 15%, Discipline 5, and Focus 9. Reason for that, we wanted to grab these affinity perks with Instinct 15. Want to get that increased damage over time with our poisons, and the Poison Eruption from Master of Venoms now deals a small amount of damage in a small area. Another free AoE right there. And then now standing in our Poison Clouds will heal us up over time, and down here increased crit chance against any poison targets. Now here's where we're seeing the 10 out of 10 I was mentioning on the gun. We have leveled it up all the way max out of 10, all the way across. And in our Mastery, we are running with the Sniper. We've leveled it up to Mastery 3, and we are doing 20% more rifle damage when at long range. And this gun, it makes it even better. It makes it hard for the weapon to drop off. You can get those long range shots and do a lot of damage. Really, the only downside to it is that it is a shotgun, so the random pellet spread can occasionally make you miss more often at range. But you saw in the demo, that doesn't hurt you too much. Lots of damage cranking out of this build. So that is our Venomous build. Super duper fun. I haven't actually come up with a great name for it yet, but I'm sure I'll have one by the time I make the thumbnail for the build. So there it is, friends. I hope you enjoyed Tempest VenomYES. Maybe that's the name. And until next time, friends, thanks for being here. Again, hit those buttons at the bottom. It helps so much with the growing of the channel. And until next time, happy gaming.
I come flexing with style and mad skills, like my name was Eternal Dragon's gameplay and builds. So come get your fill, cause you paying the bill. The conflict's critical, situation real. I'm a pop, I'm let it rock, close mark, old school 360 like an Xbox, make it hot. What you got, gonna give me a ride? I'ma watch my watch as I watch you fly. Slowing down my lyrics for a minute.